Uber, Bitcoin, self-driving cars. Combine those three together, and you have the self-owning taxi. A car that is a corporation that owns itself, pays for the car lease, the car insurance, and the gasoline from the revenues it makes, giving passengers a ride, and there's not a single human involved in that matter.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting it more right now with Bloomberg's Sonali Basak. Sonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. And 2024 is going to be one of our most entertaining years. We have the presidential election. We have the drums are beating. We have the emerging markets going to be flipping the switch on the fourth industrial revolution. And they finally start to cut rates. And we know Japan is going to start raising rates. And those trillions of dollars that are sitting in money market accounts are going to start flowing over to the emerging markets. And we know the master magicians are about to set up that distraction so they can cut rates while we still have inflation. And in the fourth quarter, once the election is over, the movie begins. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 kids' books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now we have Bitcoin and crypto down. Guys, we know we have options today. It's like clockwork. We know why we're getting a pullback. Do not let it scare you. Remember, on the weekend, we're the only game in town. Right now, we do have stocks slightly up, but NASDAQ is up big. So make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates moving up. Of course, if they keep moving up, the NASDAQ will pull back. But right now, yield rates are only slightly up. We also have the dollar up. And again, if those keep moving up, of course, stocks will pull back. But also, we have volume in crypto right now down, Tether and USDC. And we have Circles. Jeremy Allaire says stable coins could expand by trillions in 10 years. And we know this for a fact because he's talking about the fourth industrial revolution. Stable coins are nothing but digital dollars. Fiat will end a whole lot sooner than 10 years. And instead of fiat, we definitely will be using stable coins and the global financial system if the sheep don't wake up. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And then we have the Fed repo at $202 billion. Yesterday, as we see, the repo is moving down. Make sure you're pulling that on a daily basis during the week. But guys, never forget, the repo was at like 2.5, 2.6 trillion. Now it's down to 200 billion. So we clearly see they're trying to get rid of these emergency measures. And then also next year, we know the government is going to start cutting that deficit, which is going to put even more pressure on the legacy market so the fourth industrial revolution can rise. But before that fourth industrial revolution rises, we know we have to have that crisis. And we only are a few days away for this new administration. Doesn't matter who wins, their job is to move us over to this fourth industrial revolution, where the robots, algorithms, and drones take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep go inside the metaverse. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have the Bitcoin, Ethereum spot ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. Bitcoin, Ethereum spot ETFs right now are down. But getting over into a little crypto news. We have Balance, a new qualified crypto custodian, aims to bring ETF assets held in the U.S. back to Canada. And don't forget, Canada was one of the first ones to launch a spot Bitcoin ETF. Now we have Bitcoin liquidity could flow to Cardano ecosystem with new BTC bridge named Grail. Also, we have Kraken plans Inc. Ethereum Layer 2 launch in 2025, built using the OP stack. And we know DeFi is definitely the new banking. Now we have Anchor announces ton blockchain integration designed to help developers building apps for Telegram. And remember, I told you that 60% of the economy is going to be based around gaming. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have Chainlink expands the Bitcoin for the first time. Spider Chain's builder Botanex Labs have joined the Chainlink Scale program, which will give them access to Chainlink's Oracle service. And Botanex bought EVMs to Bitcoin. Now, guys, make sure you watch the video I did last night. We have Coinbase sees AI agents and crypto driving the economic boom. Offers a bot a wallet. And yes, you heard that correct. But don't forget, guys, they told us earlier that these bots have made transactions between one another. And the whole purpose of the fourth industrial revolution, where these machines can run the economy without a human involved. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And then lastly, we have Microsoft shareholders to vote in December on whether the tech giant should publicly consider adding Bitcoin to its balance sheet. And whether they say yes or no, we know eventually a lot of these corporations are going to add Bitcoin to their balance sheet once we get regulation. And we know for a fact next year we're getting regulation. And you have to keep in mind, they're running a simulation, guys. We're in a plan. It moves in phases. It doesn't happen overnight. But now that we're getting this new administration in, just like I stated, their job is to land us in this digital economy. And Biden told us when he first became president that the technology is going to be moving faster in the last 5 years than it moved in the past 20. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Crypto Teacher and the new World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Drama Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Drama Tam save New York from COVID stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Drama Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.